Okay, hello everyone. So now we're essentially gonna make episode 2 of a skilling discussion with. For those that don't know, I made a skilling discussion with AJ and Brad Fordley slash Turgal back in November 2015. And now I wanna make episode 2 talking about Toon All. Our last topic was asset souls with the virtues of a good player. And this time though, I'm only gonna be discussing these topics with AJ, not Brad. And yeah, you can introduce yourself, AJ. What are you up to?
I'm AJ, I'm rank 2 mining, and I'm currently 119.5 mil mining XP, just doing the 4G method. Yeah.
Alright, so to start off this video, we're gonna talk about a quite a controversial topic within the high level community. That is alts, and specifically what we mean by alts is uh, like money making alts, which could be an RC not RC alt or Crumption Shop alt or something along those lines. Just a, another account that you use to make money on while you're also playing on your main account. Mostly doing AFK skills, but you can also do click intensity skills if you're doing something like the Crumption Shop on the side. And there it is some controversy because a lot of people just think of it as zero time GP, and then they feel like has a lot less value as a result of that, and people can just do all buyables and get fast XP really easily. And if you, especially a lot of people that are occupied with morals, they feel like it devalues a lot of time for tournament at all. So what do you think about this topic of buyable outs?
I don't think it's that big of a problem because, I mean, if we didn't have alts, people could just, like, there are certain people that could just take some donations and then have, like, a more of an unfair advantage against other players if there were no alts, theoretically. And, oh, 1 second.
Yeah, and outs aren't really an unfair advantage either, I guess, because everyone could use an out, I suppose. Could make
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
And
like I even have like a shitty laptop and I'm able to run two old school clients at the same time. So I mean, it shouldn't really be much of a problem for anybody. My screen size is really small as well. I can still like run a shop while I'm mining. So you'd have to have a pretty big excuse not to use an alt, unless it has to do with your like morals or whatever.
well, or if you just don't want to do it and you want to focus on one account at a time
Oh
because
yeah, that too,
like
yeah.
which is kind of the state I would say I'm in at the moment. Like I prefer to do just click intensive skills on my main account, but of course when I will eventually get to the more relaxing skills like Slayer or crafting or skills like that, then I might consider unbuyable alts because then the skills might get too AFK, that they might get too boring for me since I really enjoy intensive, challenging gameplay.
Yeah, I don't think I'd
Uh,
ever be able to do like crafting if I didn't play like if I didn't have something to do on the side, like another account.
yeah, it would
That's
be
like
nice,
way too slow or way too boring.
but you're still using it out now when you're mining though.
Yeah, because I want to make money. But I'm
How
saying
much
like
are you
if I
making?
would making like uh 600K at the moment per hour because I'm selling only 3 items to the shop right now. But yeah, it's something, especially for mining. Can still make like quite a few hundred mils while going for 200 mil.
Yeah, I also have an alt, but I haven't used it to pay any buyables yet, at least not yet. I got 15.5 mil Hunter XP on on a different account, which is quite unusual to have a Hunter alt. But I just use it to pay for bonds because it's free membership, so you don't have to pay real life money for membership. It's pretty nice, I think. I'm not sure why I'm doing Hunter. I guess I just have some nostalgia because Hunter was my first 99 and I'm doing the same method as I did back in March 2013. But yeah, so I guess the consensus is that we support Bible alts in general because if if there were no alts, people could just stake or take donations or something along those lines, which would be an unfair advantage because it would be based on luck, RNG for the most part, while alts are everyone can make alts, and I would say it's mostly based on skill, how much GP per hour you can make by playing efficiently.
Yeah, you can. Or sorry, go on.
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that you can make more money than you need, like during your journey to Tournament All. You can make more money than you actually need for Tournament All using like a shop all. So you can like, I don't know.
Two more expensive methods, you mean?
Yeah, do like black dyed bodies for crafting and like dag bones for prayer or something like that.
Yeah.
Because you can afford it. It's not going to save you that many hours, but it's something. Especially if you're looking at long-term competition.
Something that would ruin viable alts and donations and staking and all of that though, it would be removing free trade. I don't know. Do you have any?
Yeah, I don't think they should do that, personally. Because it's, I don't know, like, it really affected, like, back when it first was removed, like, it changed the market a lot. And it wasn't really a good change from what I saw. You
Yeah.
had to do like junk trades to like, cause like the GE value was like different than like the market value, and you had to do like a lot of like junk trades with people, and it was just annoying.
Yeah, I remember people had like a lot of juju vials and stuff like that, just using as a trade because if they were selling like blue party ads, they were worth like 4 bill or something, and obviously then you couldn't use the max cash stack.
Yeah.
So you had to use junk to balance that, and that would be really annoying. And also a
It
lot of
also
people
ruins
quit as
staking.
well. Hmm?
Not that it would be a bad thing, but it also like removed the ability to stake.
Well, I personally think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really mind if that changed, but
Yeah.
I guess it's some of the player base.
But it would make PKing maybe less enjoyable for some people though, if they don't get
Yeah,
this stuff. And one
that
problem
too.
I remember back in 2009. Oh fuck! My place is bad right now. Um, yeah, sorry about that,
What'd
guys.
you do?
I will make a 1 hour with doing bookkeeping that's more better than this. But
What'd you do?
I just clicked on a square and had to fix the bird for a little bit, but whatever. But yeah, I remember back in 2009.
Really?
I used to PK quite a bit. Since there was no free trade, they used to have this really weird EP system. And basically what does
Oh
what
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
yeah, like you had to be in wilderness for a while and then you gained EP system. That would make it so you get better drops, and the way it would work is that when you kill someone you would get some of their stuff, and you would also get these statuettes or symbols that you could trade for GP, and basically brought a lot of inflation into the game. So that was pretty bad as well. And you could also do like ESP tricking and make a lot of money through doing that.
Yeah, it was pretty
Um,
flawed.
yeah. So do you have
I went off the topic of alts there, but
yeah, talk more about free trade, but yeah, do you have anything more to say about alts?
I mean, I was gonna say something along the lines of like it saves you like 5K, at least like 5K hours to tune them all, which is something that's pretty hard. Like I like when I used to like not use an alt, and I used to tell myself like don't use an alt because it's immoral or whatever. But like I started using an alt because became more and more competitive, and 5K hours is like a whole year, and I wouldn't be able to sacrifice a whole year just to have morals.
You told me that you don't
It's
think you
something.
will go for terminal.
No, but in
Uh,
theory, if I end up doing it, I would like to do it as efficiently as I could.
yeah.
Or not in theory, like hypothetically.
Personally, for me, it will be mostly that. Um, not only does it save a lot of hours, but it would also make the more relaxing or slash AFK skills a bit more fun. And it would also make it so I could do more lavas for runecrafting. And I really like doing lavas. I think they're a bit more fun than Abyss, and in the Abyss you can get PK too, which could get annoying at times. Although, back when I did Abyss, I never really got bored or annoyed or anything like that. It was actually very enjoyable. But
Yeah, I
now,
like Nats,
yeah, but now that it's a
but
bit less efficient, it's not as fun.
it's more it's for me. It's just the game is more enjoyable when I'm playing it the right way. Like the right
Yeah.
way is inefficient.
Yeah, I still prefer the way it used to be. I guess I'm more of a traditionalist. But I guess we just have to accept how things have changed. The game will always change, so just have to accept that, I suppose. Uh, yep. By the way, I haven't decided on if I'm gonna use an alt for Bibles or not. I will decide that later on after I've done the gathering skills and stuff like that, I think. Okay. Do you wanna start talking about the next topic or? Oh fuck, miss. Ugh.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. The next method is, I mean, the next topic is tournament all time. So right now, tournament all is about 24,000 hours or so, I would say. Or what would you?
It's like less than that. I think it's like around 20K now, but that could
Mm,
like decrease even more because I feel like what's it called? Fishing is gonna have like a 2-tick method sometime in the future.
yeah.
That'll save a bit of hours as well, and like maybe like I feel like another agility course will come out at some point in the next few years. That'll be faster than Arty.
But it could also go the other way, of course. That maybe not with agility, but with the gathering skills, they could make a small engine change and just ruin the tick manipulation methods, which would most likely be unintentional.
I mean, that's
But
like a pretty far stretch. Like like the the chance of that happening is actually, in my opinion, pretty rare. Like I don't see a reason for them to do an engine change like anytime soon, and like even in that engine change, that it affect like the way ticks work. I don't know. That seems like a stretch to me, but it could happen, I guess. You'd save like thousands of hours.
it would be a very small change, though. Like I remember people told me, like Kieran said on Twitter, that it's basically just like turning a switch, which sounds kind of scary to me. That they would just have to do a small, very small code of line. I mean, line of code, just
Yeah.
changing one line, and then you just fucked up. Uh,
feel like people would complain and they would make it so you can do it though. Like if they accidentally like fixed it, a lot of people would like complain about it and they'd be like, okay, yeah, well, we'll pull it or something, or we'll fix it because there was like something engine related.
Yeah, when I watched the FAQ, I remember they used to talk a lot about engine changes for different updates since the O7 engine is a bit limited for a lot of things. So people kind
Yeah,
of wanted to be changed. They are probably gonna hire more people to do so, to work on
they
that.
better because they always complain about engine work. Like, oh, we can do this if we had more engine work. It's like, well, you better get some engine work. You only have one guy.
Yeah. Um, yeah, but what it looks like right now though is that it, we might stay the same way, or I'm not sure actually, but I think at least that Bibles are gonna be uh, the most s- the most static skills, I guess you could say. They will probably stay the same, except Slayer. I think Slayer will have a lot of updates.
I think
Uh,
Slayer. I think like with Runecraft, and they could still release that like Runecrafter robes, give like 2.5% bonus or something.
oh really?
Yeah, I think like there's a few small things they could still do that's like that you can see in RS3 that
Yeah,
I think like I feel like they will like release some kind of runecrafting mini game since that doesn't really have a mini game right now. Like
yeah,
not
definitely.
soon because they just released Soulspan, but or
So spam.
Soul Soul Runes.
Uh,
But I mean like they could I see them releasing like a runecrafting mini game in the next few years. And a runecrafting outfit would devalue runecrafting by a couple hundred hours, I think.
Although I wouldn't actually think so because I think people are happy now that runecrafting is AFK. That's gotten a lot significantly more
Oh
popular.
yeah, I know. But I mean like they'll still like they still have like an opportunity to release like an outfit because they know they say they don't want to devalue like they don't want to like, give like a better XP method, but like they'll give like perks to like some sort of method that'll make it slightly better. That's what they do. That's what they've done with the gatherers, and they say, oh, we never released new methods. Well, that's true, they didn't, but they released like outfits that slowly devalued or slightly devalued certain skills.
Yeah,
Which I mean, like even if they did that for like all skills, tuner mall wouldn't even be devalued by like 1,000 hours. Be like under that. Like they have like RS3 has like Black Ibis, which is for thieving, and then they have the constructor outfit. They have rune crafting. We have farm. I don't think they have a farming one.
but I remember the Black Ibis didn't even work for Pyramid Plunder for a long time. Back when I
Yeah,
did,
I'm sure they would.
back
Yeah,
when I did thieving. I did a lot of thieving in '07, by the way. I mean, in pre-OC
yeah, but
for
you're
those
tuner
that.
all.
Yeah, I was going with the roll. No,
Or I
I
meant you were
was.
tuner mill thieving.
Yeah.
Must have been a lot.
Yeah, I wasn't going with the roll back then because it was kind of hard to make money. Or I guess you could do Frost Dragons and things like that. But um, yeah, tournament all time. Personally, what I made calculations for the approximate average XP rates I would get from all the skills and XP I got left. Apparently I got about 13,000 hours left or so with Tunnel, and
So like halfway there.
yeah, it's basically halfway because I have probably over 13,000 hours played now on my account. Uh, you know,
Nice.
which is bit more than my EHP, but skills get devalued over time. Um,
You know what your percentage, like your efficiency percentage is?
it's like 80%.
Oh shit. Mine was 80% until mining EHP got changed.
Yeah,
Now it's like back at low 70s.
I do. It like it's kind of interesting now to keep though. Like, not only do I get inflated EHP, but I also got inflated time played on my account. Just because I stay AFK a lot because I don't want to bother logging out. just if I had to do something for 10 minutes, just because then I had to blur the green burst again, and that's actually really annoying to do all the time. So I just stay log in for the most part and get that inflated when I'm playing, unfortunately. But I am about 50% at the moment, and it's probably more if because you know at least some skills will probably get devalued, so it's probably more than 50% potentially.
You still do you still don't do like farm runs or anything while you're doing woodcutting?
No, I haven't done any farm runs while woodcutting yet. I probably
Oh.
won't.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do the same thing then. I was thinking about it since that teleport wasn't pulled, or the teleport was pulled and it failed. I'm probably gonna just do it without moving, or most of it at least.
And you don't
I don't
have
know.
to do. It's not necessary at all to do farming while woodcutting. Like I'll have enough
Yeah.
time to do farming, and you will as well.
Oh yeah. Another thing I guess related to this topic is that like I think Link's Titan's like barely able to get tournament farming with the skills that he has left. Like
Yeah.
he's doing 2 tree runs a day or something like that, and like there's another thing like you can do 1 farm run a day, but like if you play enough hours per day, that might not even get you tuner mill farming by the time you hit tuner mill and the other skills. I think that's how it works. Because I'm pretty sure if Link's Titan didn't do that might also be because he did like 50 mil rune crafting, but without doing farm runs or anything like that. But I don't know. What do you think?
I
Do you
think
think you can
he will.
actually do 1 tree run a day if you play like the amount of hours that like you play or something like that, and still get tuner mill at the same time?
What do you mean?
Like, how many tree runs do you do when you do tree runs? How many do you do per day? 1 or 2
Two.
or 3?
I do 2 runs
Okay,
per day. So that would be enough if I do 2 skills.
oh, yeah,
And I probably play less after the summer when when I'm probably going to university. So I'll probably get less time. So
yeah.
yeah, but that's fine. I'm not going for tournament at all, by the way. I'm only going for the gatherers right now.
Yeah, but
And
then you're gonna do more skills.
hmm?
But then you'll probably just do more skills.
Yeah, probably. RuneScape is addicting, you know. So I'm playing. By the way, I get a bit frustrated right now because I'm playing so bad. And I was recording myself playing while making this video, so that's a bit annoying. But well,
I think they're paying attention to your gameplay, so it's all right.
yeah,
Well, now that I said that, they're going to be right now. Right?
yeah. But yeah, I guess I just touched on the topic that we could talk about, and that's
Wait,
it.
wait. I
Uh,
wanted to mention another thing.
okay.
Um, if they release like a new skill, the hours will increase as well. And I'm pretty sure a
Oh
new
yeah,
skill will come into the game.
yeah, that might be the case. Although, do you think it will be slow though?
I remember they said that sailing was supposed to be like slow-ish if it came into the game, but it didn't come into the game. But it was supposed to be
Hmm.
like low XP per hour or something. I mean, they could release something like summoning or dungeoneering, which wouldn't really increase the hours at all.
Yeah, very
Like
slightly.
maybe like a couple, maybe like 100, because those skills are super duper fast.
Yeah, but of course they won't release the same skills as they did in RuneScape 3, but they might. Uh,
I think I pulled. Maybe, I don't know.
They might get some original skill, it's probably more likely, so we have no idea how it's gonna be yet. But yeah,
I mean,
that's
what could you
probably
do
gonna
for like
happen.
an original skill?
Hmm?
What could you do for like an original skill?
What I would do, what do
Like
you mean?
I don't have I never get any think of any good ideas for what they could actually do for a skill.
Yeah, I don't either. At least not right now. And I think a lot of things, a lot of content don't really need a skill like raiding and such. Similar to dungeoneering. Dungeoneering, I always view dungeoneering as a mini game, and I don't think you had to be a skill at all because they have pretty good rewards already.
Hmm.
Um, So that's just my opinion. Although it was mostly because if it's a skill, then unlocking the different dungeons would be more easier because it was based on your level. But you could do some other thing, do some other thing like that, like tokens, or have tokens for rewards and also have tokens for your progress. I don't know though. But yeah, whatever. So do you think it's good to go for terminal? Do you think there is a point, basically?
I mean, if you enjoy skilling and you consider yourself a long-term player, I don't see the problem with going for Junior Hall. Like having the mindset of it at least. Like don't say like you're don't like be like, oh, well, I'm halfway to max, I'm gonna go for Junior Hall, because I said that, and I've changed my mind since. But like, I mean, like set realistic goals for yourself, but don't just say, yeah, I'm going for Tournament Hall. I'll get it someday.
Yeah,
Just be like, I'll play the game and
efficiently.
do the skills that I enjoy, or yeah, play efficiently, just have the mindset of it. I mean, it's like, it's years down the line. It's like,
Yeah.
I'd say it's pretty unrealistic for anybody, even Link's Titan, to say going for Tournament Hall, or like even
Well,
Drumadon.
he doesn't say that though. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, I
Yeah.
know he doesn't say it, but like if he did say it,
Mm.
it's still, I'm glad he says I'm just doing the skills I enjoy.
Yep. I would say I'm doing that as well. Like, I guess people could say that it's an excuse just so I could do the skills just in case, TK manipulation will get nerfed. That's also part of it. But I think I will do the guarding skills anyways, even if it will be guaranteed to not be nerfed, just because you don't know if you're gonna quit or not in a few years, and then you will probably have regretted not doing the skills that you actually enjoy the most. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you
Mm.
like think beyond like macro efficiency, if you're like really motivated, it kind of makes sense to do something that's click intensive, because it takes a lot of mental energy. And to do something and if you're motivated, you might as well use it to your advantage. And if you're
Exactly.
like
Like,
more, if you're taking the game more of at a relaxed pace, then you do like a Bible or something that's
mm.
like easy, like Slayer or Agility.
Yeah, it would be harder to just go to the guiding skills after you've done all those really relaxing skills. Although maybe it won't be the case for next time, no, just because he's always been playing quite an intense way, just because he's been using alts all the time. Although I
Yeah.
don't know, I would say he has pretty good skilling fundamentals, but I also feel like a lot of other top players would have problems with. They probably won't have problems with doing tournament gatherers, but at least some of them. But I think they would have a problem doing the tick manipulation methods because they aren't used to that kind of
A lot
high
of people
end
are
game
just gonna do.
gameplay.
A lot of people are just gonna AFK it, from what I heard.
Oh yeah,
Like a lot of people
mm.
say, oh, I'm not gonna do tick manipulation. I'll just AFK it.
Chance
A lot of people
has
just
already
can't be
told me
fucked.
that. He will FK it most likely, and I think most people will too, unfortunately. And
Yeah, I
that's
mean it's
that's the
fine.
only reason I'm gonna get rank 5 too. By the way, like if Jiklim actually did the two tick wicket thing, then I would have no way of passing him.
He did try it. He just didn't like it.
Yeah, and yeah. So at the end of the day, don't take it too seriously. Just do the skills. Just I think the the most what I value the most at least is doing the skills that the tournaments I enjoy the most first, and then if I want to get tournament all, I can follow that path.
Hey,
But
you don't
yeah,
even have to do tier mills. You can just like do whatever skill you enjoy and just skill hop. You
yeah,
can do
like
that too.
yeah,
A lot of people do that.
it's not a big deal to scale up, but it's
And
better
like
to
don't
not.
even,
I
and
think.
if you're like afraid of like looking at the big picture, just take it a day at a time. That's what most people do anyway. No, don't like think about, oh, I have to get tournament all. Just think like, oh, It's
Yeah.
another day of RuneScape skilling. Let's enjoy it. I feel that's what Linkstein does. He just wakes up, oh, I'm gonna play some RuneScape today.
Uh, yeah, back to that point though, a lot of people too are playing the game efficiently, specifically for ranks. If it's perm ranks for mills or if it's overall ranks, which a lot of people go for. So do you have any opinions on that? Do you think it affect the 200 middle mindset or journey?
What was the question?
Okay,
Something
sorry.
about ranks.
Like, um, how do you think competitiveness ranks strings with terminal?
I
If you know what I
mean,
mean.
yeah, whoever's first to terminal gets permanent rank 1. That's pretty much it. Are you talking about like individual skill ranks?
Yeah, that's
Permanent
well.
rank? Oh yeah, I mean like
Mm.
ranks are a big motivator and like I originally just went for mining because I'd get a really nice permanent rank. Um, but like anybody who sticks to it long term will just get like a nice permanent overall rank if they end up finishing it. I don't know.
Do you enjoy going for perm ranks?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Like ranks are just like my biggest motivator for the game. What about you?
For me, it's a bit mixed. Sometimes it's fun to see my rank go up, but other times, um, I feel it's a bit irrelevant, especially when you're looking at the official high scores, because it's only based on who does the 2 mills first, which and not who has done the most work. So, like homepage, he wouldn't have gotten 2 mil fishing before me if we did it at the same time. But since he did it before me and I was going for some other goal, he got it before me, even though wasn't uh, he wasn't as fast as doing it while he was actually going for the goal. Um,
What if it was based off? What if the rank was based off like the time it took you to turn your mill from start?
yeah, but that could just mean that uh, that could mean two things. It could mean like you're like kind of asset sell, you know. Nobody is gonna spend more time on mining at this point, most likely, because
No, no, no. I mean like if like theoretically if that were in place, I'd be rank 1 because I would have spent the least amount of time getting to normal mining.
all the least amount of time.
Yeah,
Yeah, but then it's also then the skill is gonna get devalued, and then then anyone can get
there's no permanent
rank one.
ranks, but like it encourages like speed running at 200 mil.
Yeah, but like I said, like the fact that skills get devalued consistently is the major problem with
Yeah,
it.
it'd be flawed, but I'm just saying that'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the best secondary option will be to what they have now. I guess you just have to take it more personally and individually. It's hard to objectively measure uh, who's the best at a certain skill or anything like that.
Yeah.
Um, I personally, I don't play the game for ranks though. I wouldn't say that at all. Like, if there, I do like how there is a high score that shows what kind of how much work I've done and stuff like that, and I guess how much skilling I've done is kind of cool. Like, I also think they should have kind of a high score for other stuff as well, like PVM, like who has killed the most Solra bosses, for example. I think that would be interesting.
Who has the most
Uh,
boss pets?
yeah, it was the most boss pets, who has done the most clue scrolls. Uh, you know, I think if they made high scores like that as well, I think that would be very cool. So I just think high scores are kind of cool in general.
I think CML has that high scores that Clue Scrolls one.
Yeah, I think I remember that. So yeah, that would be cool for other stuff as well. So because I think especially males lack a lot of competitiveness, um, and that might make PvM more enjoyable for them. Just like the skilling high scores make skilling more enjoyable for a lot of people as well. Do you have any view on that?
Yeah, if there was no ranks, I probably wouldn't be skilling. I'd probably be doing like PVM or something, or I probably wouldn't be playing RuneScape. If I was PVMing, I'd just go for boss pets, and if there wasn't boss pets, I probably wouldn't be playing the game. I used to PK, but I don't like it anymore, really.
You used to be what?
I used to PK back in pre-EOC.
Oh yeah, yeah. I used to PK as well. It was decently fun.
I'd still be playing. Well, actually, probably still wouldn't be playing at this point. But if I didn't play RuneScape for the past year, I'd be playing like COD Zombies most likely,
Well,
and then probably
like
move on to another game. Well, actually, I'd be playing League because I remember a lot of my friends have like are like decent League players, and we'd like try to be competitive or something. I think League League I can run League on my computer as well, so or League of Legends. If you don't know what League is.
yeah, I know. But I'm very certain that I would still be playing with maybe not as much, but I would still be skilling uh, without high
So
scores
ranks do
because
influence your gameplay.
well, I know for sure that I would just if you look at my past. Back in I pretty much I started skilling like a really long time ago. My first 99 was Vukuting in pre-OC, and I was just kind of like semi AFKing Ivies to be honest. But I did really like skilling back then and going for 99s, and I don't think I ever looked at the high scores at all. I just enjoy skilling, like going for
No, I didn't look at
90s.
high scores back in pre-OC either, but I
Yeah,
skilled because I wanted to max
yeah,
or get completion escape.
that wasn't even my goal though. I just did it so I could uh, had something to do while watching videos and things like that, and go for long-term goals. Was pretty fun. So that was kind of my beginning of skilling, and high scores came later on. So I think I will still be skilling right now without high scores. Just looking at my past. But you don't think you would, right?
No,
No.
nope, unless it was just for pets, but that'd be just gatherers.
Yeah, I see a lot of people that just do gathering skills now to go for the pets, but once they get the pets, they just quit. Like,
Yeah,
uh,
or they round off their XP to something nice.
yeah, like 50 mil exact or something. But yeah, that's. I think it's a bit lame to go go for skilling pets to be honest. I mean, to only do a skill because you're going for an RNG pet seems a bit lame to me.
I can understand it.
Yeah,
RNG excites people.
yeah, it does. I know. When it comes to RuneScape, though, I really like how it's one of these few games that are only based on skill. At least, yeah, when it comes to skilling, I mean, like not when it comes to PvM and PKing, obviously. But skilling is very unique, and that's what I like about RuneScape because a lot of other people have. I mean, a lot of other games have the PvP aspect. That's very common in a lot of other games. PvM is obviously there's a shitload of PvM games out there, and staking is basically just gambling, and obviously that is prominent everywhere. So I think skilling is really unique for RuneScape. Like World of Warcraft also has some skills like tanning and things like that, but you don't have to grind it much to get max level. I remember. So RuneScape is like the most grindy game that exists, I think. What would you say?
Um, RuneScape being the most grindy game. I mean, it doesn't have to be the most grindy game. You know, you make it the most grind. The way we play is making it the most grindy, but you can do like, I mean, there's so much you can do in RuneScape to the point where it doesn't really become grindy. But if you're playing the way we play, I guess it's I mean, I don't know that many other games that are like this, but there might be some out there. But from what I see, from all the games that I've seen, this is the most grandiose, most grindy.
Yeah, especially if you go for tournament all and and you also do the skills straight, and it's like an extreme level of grinding. Uh,
But it's even more grindier if you're doing like Ultimate Iron Man or something. Like Iron Man.
oh yeah, uh,
It's even more grindier than this.
yeah, and other games really don't have that potential because they don't have because you can't get that high XP like with the only reason RuneScape is so grindy is that you can go for 200 mils, which is just basically based on a Java coding limit. Uh, I think it's 214 mil would be the uh,
Yeah.
max you could get, but they just evened it out to 200 mil because it looked better. Uh, so if the limit wasn't that programmed, if they used a different programming engine software or whatever it's called, not Java, basically something else than Java, then maybe the cap would be a lot higher, potentially. And I guess then we could talk about something more interesting. Like, do you think it would be more interesting to have like a prestige system for different skills instead of terminal, or
Yeah.
maybe you could have both? I don't know.
Yeah, because you could like the prestige wouldn't count towards your overall XP, I guess. But if you're like somebody who wants to compete for like a #1 individual skill rank, that'd be, I guess that'd be a good way to bring it out. Like if you want to, if I like want
Yeah.
to beat Acid Soul or something, like it would be like more of a long-term like competition because if you're able to prestige a skill, that means you could do that skill like your whole RuneScape, like spend all your RuneScape time that you've ever spent on one skill just to be rank 1 in it
Maybe that's what.
and be endless.
Maybe that's what the well, it wouldn't be perm ranks anymore, but maybe that's what the ranks for different skills should be. How much XP you have, because the prestige system would be unlimited, basically.
Yeah, and I don't think it
Mm.
should count to overall because
Okay.
um, unless like you could prestige, unless you could get like tournament all and then prestige and then get tournament all again or something like that. But like if you could, if your like if your like the prestiges would count towards overall XP, then people would just do cooking over and over again.
Yeah, for overall. Yeah, if they were going for overall ranks, for sure.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to see how high cooking XP someone could get if they did like one tick around once.
Oh, you, like
They
there'd
would make
definitely be
money
somebody
too.
with like 2 bill XP by now, like over like they'd have like at least billions of XP.
It could be even more than 2 bill. Like you could get 2 billion like less than 10 months probably. So
Yeah.
if you play a lot, so you could actually be like 7 bill or something by now, potentially if you play that quite a lot, which would be quite ridiculous to say the least.
You really think that
Uh,
someone's gonna spam the AHK for 3 years straight to get 7 bill
no,
XP 17 hours a
I'm
day?
just saying it's possible.
Yeah,
Mm.
possible. And I don't even think like Sen would do that.
Uh,
My guess is he wouldn't do that.
yeah, probably not. It sounds pretty fun though.
Your hands would be fucked. Surely. You're just spamming those AHKs for 3 years straight, 17 hours a day.
Would you go for a prestige rank, by the way?
Uh, I don't know. I kind of like switching skills.
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe I consider it. If I really, really enjoyed the skill and I wanted to keep doing it after tuner mill, maybe.
oh, I think Snake just ruined the per pace. Okay, now it's good. Um, okay. And I misclicked. Sorry. I just get so frustrated from recording and playing bad. But yeah, it's fine because I'm trying to focus on making this video anyway.
Well, if you just attack the snake and get stuck behind something,
Yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot, but yeah, I'm not sure Maybe I should try it out sometime. But I been, uh, just haven't been bothered too much by it yet. Although the snake can get really trolly at times, so maybe I should. I don't know. But whatever. Ooh, we have covered a lot of topics now. I guess we could talk about to what extent would it be efficient? Like, how far would you possibly go? That's,
Sure, yeah.
yeah, that's interesting. Do you want to go first, or?
I guess so, yeah. Well, I mean, I actually am considering starting to use like TeamViewer when I go to work. It'll give me like an extra 20 hours a week or something like that. And or actually more than that, but it wouldn't be EHP. But what I currently do is like to be as efficient as I can with the resources that I have, I will go into Nightmare Zone and take a shower while I'm in Nightmare Zone on the computer, and I'd try to do I'd try to shower really quickly so that I wouldn't log out, and then I'd also like go into Nightmare Zone while I'm eating so that I don't really lose XP because depending on the meal that I'm eating, I can't really mine while doing it. Um, what else do I do? I guess I try not to sleep like a lot. Like I'll try to not sleep for more than 7 hours a night. Sometimes I sleep more, sometimes I sleep less though. Try to aim for around 7 hours a night. That's my efficient sleep pattern, I guess.
That's actually 7 hours. This is actually my average too, but it's not because of efficiency, just because that's maybe that's just how my brain works. So I don't know. I guess that's the amount of sleep
I
I
mean,
need.
I don't use alarms, so like that's what I
Yeah,
feel awake after 7 hours, so I just get out of bed.
yeah, me too.
But I used to do like a lot of trial and error for like how many hours a night I can pull, and that seems to be around my comfortable amount.
Yeah,
Um, I used to I used to like in university I'd bring my laptop in class and I'd AFK in during like a lecture.
I've done it
I'd
a
do
few
that again.
times, but I didn't enjoy it, so I just stopped.
Oh, it's not about it's not the point is not enjoying it. It's just you just get free XP for
Oh yeah,
being at school.
yeah. Playing a game, it's not because you enjoy it.
Yeah, you're not
It's
enjoying the game. You're not enjoying
yeah,
AFK in it. You're supposed to be paying attention to the lecture, but you just have that so that you're constantly gaining XP.
exactly like playing a game. You're not supposed to enjoy playing a game. You're supposed to,
Yeah, this
not
ain't no
waste
damn
time.
game.
This is RuneScape isn't a game; it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, might as well be.
It is for some people. Um, I don't take it too seriously personally, even though it seems like I do. Uh,
In terms of like making food and stuff, I don't really like try to like make food as quickly as I possibly can. I
oh
usually
yeah,
just eat whatever I feel like making, and I
yeah,
take my
same.
time. And
Mm. Well, I do
I
I, d-
mean,
I do it sometimes
unless I'm
if
going for
I'm
a record.
yeah. I was just gonna say that if I'm going for record, I tend to just take go Link's Titan style and just take some bread without putting anything on it and just quickly going back to
Well, we don't know
yeah.
what kind of bread he eats though.
He told me he eats both white bread and brown bread without
Oh, okay.
anything on it, and then eats lasagna obviously. um, lasagna and bread. I've been eating a lot of soup lately personally, and that takes a little bit of time to make. I don't mind it though, because I enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, like I would like if Guthans if like 6 hour AFK was still in the game, I'd probably be doing Guthans just to stay
Okay.
as efficient as I could. I guess I'd go to certain extents. I wouldn't go to like I don't know like what something that I wouldn't do. I guess would be like I don't, I don't know what wouldn't I do to stay efficient? Let me think about that.
Uh,
How far like how like
I, I
what would you not do?
I guess. Well, I don't think either of us would spend real life GP on trying to be efficient, would we? Like for example, there used to be this.
Spawns?
Not just that, but there used to be this thing called um, refer a friend. Have you heard about that?
Oh, I'd do that. Yeah.
Oh, you would? Oh,
I'd use a bond for it
oh
though.
yeah, 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 yeah. But they didn't have bonds back then, so people used real life GP. So would
Uh,
you use real life
I'm not.
GP?
I'm not. No, I wouldn't do that. No. Then if that were the case, how much did it cost
Not sure. I think it was $5 for membership for
for a
one.
month?
Yeah, for 1 month. Yeah.
I'd use it if like I was actually referring a friend,
And
but
it
like
was
I'm not gonna make an alt just to refer it kind of thing.
yeah. I believe it was 10% increase, by the way.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mm. And that was pretty stupid. I remember Cecil actually made a post from the update, and he said it was really sad how the game was changed. But I guess he said that
Yeah.
about this was 7 too. I heard that he complained about the tick abuse in 07, so I don't know. Um,
But he actually complains about that?
well, that's what I heard, and I can't confirm that.
Huh.
Yeah, there's no way I would spend GP on trying to be efficient. There's no way.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I guess
Uh,
that's what I wouldn't spend real money because I'm not made of money.
yeah, that's the one thing I could say. At least that's something I could completely guarantee. Even if I get really rich, it will be a waste of money to give inside venture partners more money. You know, they are already super rich and they're just trying to drain as much money as possible they can off the game.
Well, it's a
Uh,
transaction. It's not like you're just giving money to them just for the sake of giving money to them. You're getting something out of it, and they're getting some.
I don't know. I'm not really getting. I'm not getting enjoyment out of it. But
Yeah, you're passing the dude ahead of you.
ah, fuck that. But yeah, I also wouldn't do 6 RFK methods, obviously, because I was able to do it and I never did, so obviously I wouldn't
I
do
mean,
it.
I was able to do it and I never did, but like my mindset towards the game has changed since then.
Mine, at least according to that, mine hasn't. I would still not do it, and I don't think I would in the future either. I can just do night mission while doing homework anyway, so whatever. Um, yeah, I think it's going way too far. I
No, it probably is, but I don't care.
I equal it to botting personally, and yeah, there's no way I would go that
They
far.
call me a bot. I don't really care.
Yeah. Well, that's just for me personally. And there's no point in doing it. At least I don't see it. But yeah. What else? Would you I guess yeah. You wouldn't you would sacrifice any real life things for efficiency. Like I don't know.
Well,
Would you do less
what?
exercise, or would you?
Yeah. Well, it depends because I get most of my exercise from work anyway, so I don't really need to actually exercise like at home or anything like that. So that's a plus for me. So that's not a sacrifice that I even need to make. It just so happens that I don't have to exercise. But like I wouldn't sacrifice like a good diet. Like I'd still eat healthy and drink healthy.
Yeah. So
Well, that's actually important because I'm pretty sure that just makes you more efficient. But
yeah, sure.
a good diet, you don't have to like go to the hospital every week or something like I don't know. No, that's too far. But I
A
mean,
rule for me personally is that you shouldn't sacrifice your real life health just for good
yeah,
sleep.
yeah,
You shouldn't do
that's the
that.
point.
Yeah. I personally, I live very healthy. I think I sleep enough. I sleep well and I eat well and I drink water for the most part, like smoothie and stuff like that. But yeah, I usually eat and drink healthy, and I do. I don't. I think I exercise a little bit less than I should, but I do exercise from time to time.
If I wasn't working, I'd be exercising because
Yeah. Mm.
I need to like do something with my body. Otherwise, I'll get like depressed or something. I don't know.
Well, I do walk back and forth to school though, and I probably spend like 40 minutes average every day on that. So
Like walking.
yeah, just walking back and forth from school to where I live.
Oh, I guess that's like a decent amount, but you don't do that every day.
Well, no, I mean 40 minutes average, but yeah, I don't do it every day. That's true. Uh, okay. Uh, is-
Yeah, because I
so
guess the only
what's
thing I wouldn't sacrifice was like my real life health and like my money. That's
mm,
pretty much it.
I guess there are probably gonna be some. Uh, I wouldn't call them noobs, but there are some people that don't know a very efficient method for every skill. So would should we just quickly or should we just quickly go over every efficient macro efficient method for every single skill and maybe say what we think about them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. First skill, mining. What would
4G, a lot of people don't like to do it though because it's really click intensive. They'll do like 2S2G or like blast mining. Most of mine isn't efficient to do, but it's AFK.
yeah.
But this is objectively the most efficient method. Even if you don't use an alt, 4G mining is like 120k an hour, so it surpasses everything.
Blast mining isn't too bad either though. It's pretty decent gear.
Yeah,
And it's not that bad.
it's all right if you don't use an alt.
It's also like it's also not AFK, so that's good at least. Although it's not as high APM as the quarry.
Yeah,
Um,
it was at one point because before tick manipulation for Corey existed,
hmm.
Blastmine had some pretty decent APM compared to Corey.
Yep. So I really like my. Although I haven't done the most the new meta game of quarry. I mean, I did the quarry to 20 mil mine all the way, except I got the outfit from model mine, but right after I got the outfit, I just left model mine because it was boring as fuck. And I done normal quarry mining, but I haven't done the tick manipulation methods for mining yet. But it does look very fun, so I think it will be enjoyable. Do you think it's enjoyable?
Yeah, I have a lot of
Mm.
fun doing it, especially since I can do it for pretty much around 10 hours a day now, and I don't get bored of it anymore. I haven't skill hopped in like 2 weeks.
Nice. Um, okay, smithing. That's an interesting skill. Uh,
Um, you want to go first?
no, you can go first since I started.
Okay. So smithing basically you train, like 50% of it through. A lot of people aren't going to do this at all, and people might even disagree with me here. But you train 50% of it through blast furnace, which is like 350k an hour, and then you train the rest of it through agility. So like superheating gold while doing agility is macro efficient to do,
And,
but a lot of people won't do it because either laziness or they think it's not efficient,
and then you
which they're
should use
wrong.
a runner for that too, right?
You can do it without a runner
Yeah.
and still be efficient, but runner makes it a little bit easier to do long term.
Uh, but wouldn't you say it's quite expensive
And
though?
and it's that well, it's expensive, but you're saving like you get magic XP out of it too, and you're saving money from doing imbues, so it actually saves you money long term. Like
Oh, I
in
see.
the big picture of tournament, it'll save you money doing gold superheating.
Yeah,
But then you
I'm
can
not gonna
just
do that personally. Like for some reason I don't want to, and I'm already 130 mil agility, so it's not that big of a deal anyway. Uh, what do you think about blast furnace though?
oh, I remember doing it to 88 smithing back when I was going for max, and it was actually quite fun, and it's probably even more fun when you consider that you can. It's more fun when you have like that those worlds where people like do it like instant bar worlds or whatever. That's probably more fun because you're just running back and forth constantly. I'm looking forward to that. I don't plan on ever doing any like anvil smithing,
That's cool.
like Rune or
Maybe I will
Addy.
do it. I will at least try it out. I'll probably do it. It's 300k per
It's
hour, right?
It's like 320k, 350k, but you can't do it constantly. It's more of like a daily thing because
Oh,
there's not always gonna be like a world where people are running instant bars service.
yes, that sounds a little bit annoying, but I guess it would be
It's annoying, but
fun.
you could probably do like a bank standing skill and smithing like at the same time. Like
Yeah,
you could do crafting at the blast furnace bank, and then whenever there's a world, you just do some smithing at the same time. Like you do smithing instead for like an hour, and then go back to crafting
see.
or do whatever on the side.
Oh, and you,
But for people who want to do smithing straight, I guess you have to do rune or addy.
yeah, true. Lynx actually did a combination of Rune and Addy because he wanted to do it straight.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, you also get like 25 mil smithing or something from mining, right? Or what?
Yeah. Like I think you get like 15 mil XP. 15 to 18 mil XP.
Ah,
Something like that. I haven't calculated it,
I see.
but I'm at 22 mil right now. So I've gained 9 mil. Gained 9 mil and I'm at 119 mil, so I'll probably gain like another 7 mil or something. So it'll be 16 mil approximately.
Okay, so that's smithing, right?
Yep.
Um, then Vuketing.
I think you can just take this one.
I'm doing Vuketing right now, so you already know the efficient method. But yeah, the efficient method is two-ticking, obviously. I have a guide of two-tick Vuketing if those that wanna know how you do it a bit more in detail. And the most efficient thing to do while two-tick Vuketing would actually be alking every 3 logs you because it's actually cheaper magic XP than magic imbue, and you don't. And it also works. It also the way alking works. It basically cancels the current action you're doing, and it's the opposite for imbue. Imbue doesn't stop any action you're currently doing, so imbuing while to the thing wouldn't actually work, or at least it would be very very hard to do. And
They're like,
huh?
no, finish what you're saying.
And alking is more magic XP per hour anyways. And but the reason I don't do it is that I find it very inconsistent, so I prefer to just make bolts instead. And that's also quite relatively efficient. And magic, I'm not worrying about magic XP anyways because I could even get to the magic just from Slayer if I wanted to, so I don't have to worry. Yeah, I think that's
I
all I have
was
to
gonna
say.
say, I was gonna say there's three reasons why I wouldn't even do that. One, because the reason why you just pointed out, because it'd be inconsistent,
Yeah,
and two, because you'd have to go back and forth between GE and the trees to get more alchemy supplies, and three, because I can get turn magic through runecrafting, smithing, and Slayer anyway, so I don't need to worry about other skills, magic, XP wise.
well, what you said at first isn't exactly true. Like what I do with bolts personally is that I get other people to buy bolts and then give them
Yeah, you get your minions to do it for you.
my minions. Yeah,
I'd feel bad, I guess, but I mean, I guess it's like Ray's alt, so I guess it doesn't really matter. He makes money anyway.
yeah. He made a decent amount of money from me so far. So, and we're also friends, so he doesn't mind doing it. Uh, but yeah, so that's Vuketing. Oh, the misclick! Oh my god. And then fire making. Well, at first I was gonna say about fire making is that it is obviously efficient to use infernal axe while Vuketing. I don't need that personally because I already got to number fire making, so I'm quite an unusual specimen. But for most
Well,
of
you
you,
lost 100 hours.
yeah, rip. Uh, I don't mind though, but yeah, the most efficient would be to use infernal axe while Vuketing. Um, and then magic cloaks for the rest of it.
At the
Uh,
GE as well.
at the G,
I mentioned that.
because it would be easier to get perfect labs at the G. Yeah, that's. that's basically what to do with FileMaking, and then you can imbue while FileMaking. You could also flash for FileMaking. I think you could even alk. And I also seen Chance also showed a like 3-tick FileMaking. I don't know how that is efficient or not.
What?
He made a video about 3-tick FileMaking with
Oh
like
no,
only
that
file.
doesn't work. No, he was like trying to see if it worked and it didn't work.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't watch the
I
video.
know what you're talking. That crafting guild where he like mine the rocks and then
Yeah.
click the log. Yeah, that doesn't work.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So just forget that. I also had a theory that you could 2-tick FileMake with the same method as 2-tick Vukuting or the same mechanic, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't work.
You can't. It
Yeah.
doesn't work. Me and Vior
Yeah.
tried that like back when two-tick Woodkin was first discovered. Like when we first found out about when it got leaked. We tried it with FireMaker and it wasn't working.
Yeah.
For some reason, FireMaking engine's a little bit different.
Hmm. Yeah, I have no idea how why it's different that way, because you can tick manipulate with the tinderbox method. Actually, you
You
can do it
can,
with
yeah, you can tick
Vukuting.
manipulate FireMaking, but you can't make it so it's faster than 4 ticks.
Yeah. Yeah. What it means is that you can tick manipulate FileMaking on other skills, but you can't do it with FileMaking through other cycles.
Like if you did tar, you can like do tar and then light a log and it tick manipulates it fine. But you can't light logs. You can only have a minimum of in between 4 ticks between each log for some reason.
Yeah,
You
I don't
can
know
tick
why, but
what
that's how it.
you can't do like 2 logs in a row for some reason.
Yeah. So that's file making. Let's see. I'll just take skill order, I guess. Oh yeah, fishing and cooking, of course. So fishing, that's a skill that has changed quite relatively recently. So you could start talking about that, I guess.
Yeah, it's just the same thing. They use tar and herb for fishing, which is 3 tick, constant 3 tick. That barb, that's about it. It's like 115.
Hmm.
Well, it's like 110k an hour.
Isn't a combination of knife and that method a bit more optimal because of the cooking XP,
Yeah,
or?
because you get cooking XP.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever Acid Soul is doing is probably the most optimal,
And
or it
yeah,
is the most optimal.
it looks like it's more fun as well. Well, that's
Yeah.
just me though. I haven't tried it, but yeah, it looks like more fun, and it's also slightly more optimal because of the bonus cooking XP. And yeah, that's I think that's pretty much it. So it's not like that complex anymore. Um, and you said something about 2-tick fishing. I remember earlier.
Oh yeah, the reason why I don't want to do fishing is because I feel like a 2 tick method will be discovered eventually for fishing. You can't do like the auto retaliate shit for 2 tick fishing, but there might be like some kind of item that either gets released or like is existent and gets found out
Mm.
that you can 2 tick with.
So do you think?
It wouldn't affect it wouldn't affect mining. Like it would barely affect mining actually. So I'm not worried about that. Losing hours on that, but fishing I would be too scared to do it.
Is it gonna be a last gathering then, or would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless 2 tickets found out, then I'd probably do it right away.
I see. And then cooking is obviously the broader scale. And yeah, cooking, the most objective. Well, I guess the fastest speed per hour would be 1 tick around once. That's the most optimal, but it's also very hard. And a lot
It's
of
like
people have to use
950k if you do
HK.
it perfectly.
Yeah, a lot of people have to use HK. It's very hard to do it manually or just normal mouse keys.
Ned Flanders has a video of him doing it manually, and it's even he can't really do it consistently.
Yeah, that's the problem in consistency. Yeah.
And like
Hmm.
it's just really hard to do.
But I mean,
But
even
if you're not an AHK user, just do like wines or 2 tick ROMs. You can do that manually.
yeah, I heard that 2-tick rounds is still more efficient for once. So
Yeah, you can make money, and I think it's a little more XP per hour as well.
Yeah, a lot of people still do Vines though for obvious reasons. It's pretty AFK.
Yep.
Um, Lynx actually did that. It's because he wanted to use alts while cooking to
But he
get
would have
more
made
money.
more money doing 2 tier Karams. He would
Yeah,
have made
true,
more
true.
money.
Yeah, I don't really know then. Maybe just likes playing with alts more, I guess. I don't know.
He just didn't know about 2 tier Karams.
Oh, he didn't?
Maybe he didn't know. I
Oh,
don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't.
well, whatever. Who cares? But yeah, that's cooking. I personally did Cheating Sharks. That's not even as much. That's way lower XP per hour than Vines. But I did that back then because it was hard to get Quran 1 supplies. And Vines, I don't think Vines are that viable either. But Cheating Sharks are pretty fun though. If you don't know that method, you could look at my old videos. Uh, it was pretty click intensive. And it was maintainable without mouse keys even. So it wasn't too hard, but it was high APM. So that's cooking. Um, and then, let's see. Yeah, farming. Farming is pretty simple right now. Unfortunately, it's just do trees. I guess the fastest XP per hour would be to only do magics, but nobody really does that. Uh, because I don't know. I guess it's just not enough farming XP per day for most people. Or what would you say?
Um, yeah, objectively, you do magics and calculats only. Calculats you do as well.
Yeah.
If you want, if you're looking at that efficient like
Mm,
XP per hour mindset. But I do palms just because in the event that like I'm just playing it safe, so that if I end up not getting tuner farming by the time I hit tuner I wouldn't if I wouldn't be complaining rather than or fuck I really fucked up what I said. But basically I do palms just in case like XP got faster and I wouldn't be able to get tuner farming by the time I get tuner I mean that's really rare, but it's not that much of a loss of XP per hour just to
yeah.
play it safe.
It's also cheaper.
It's less money as well. Yeah, it's cheaper. But that's not really the issue.
Yeah, true.
Since I do payments anyway. Oh yeah, also like if you use an alt, do payments because you might as well. Like you wouldn't be gaining any farming XP going to a tree if you had to either repair it or use that spell and or clear it.
I'd never used payments for palms personally. It's very good for magics though. It's actually it's actually less cost as well because coconuts are so cheap. Uh, but for palms, papayas are very expensive, so I personally don't like doing them. But it's probably best to do if you're using an alt, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much. There are some people that have, like I think Harm made some calculations a while ago that snapdragons are are like efficient to do for farming now. If you don't use alts, I mean.
That might not be the case anymore because we made those calculations back when Nats were considered the most GB per hour, but Shop is most GB per hour now, if you do it on the main. So you have to calculate using the Shop as your money-making method.
I see. Yeah, I guess you don't really need an alt to do a shop. It would just be an XP based. Yeah.
Yep.
Um. Yep. So that's farming. uh. Okay. I guess we could talk about combat and Slayer as well. Uh. I don't really know that much about Slayer right now. It has changed a lot
Me
since the.
neither.
You don't?
No, I don't know much
Uh.
about it. All I know is that like for combats you do like 50 mil combats through Nightmare Zone, doing like Piety with Darox or Proselyte,
Mm.
and you do the rest through Slayer, but Slayer is really dependent on the player itself because I know like I'll give Razor Beast as an example. He says that he doesn't do Abbey Demons and What's that? What's the other one? Gargoyles.
Yeah.
Even though they're efficient like melee XP wise, but like Nightmare Zone is the, like pretty much the only thing where you can actually like is like the only skill where you can like walk around your house and like you can do anything while you're Nightmare Zoning pretty much. So even if you like gone past like the melee XP that you need for Tuner Mall, and then you get the rest of it through Slayer, I'd still do Nightmare Zone just so that you can do less Abbey Demons and like do quicker tasks.
The
If you like have nothing else AFK to do besides Nightmare Zone, you might as well do it.
Darks is also the most efficient, most fastest XP per hour with combat.
Yeah, but it's not as AFK,
Yeah,
and Nightmare
exactly.
Zone is pretty much meant to AFK.
Well, that's what pretty much everyone does anyway.
Yeah,
Lix
and
told me that he was gonna, for the rest of his combat XP, he's gonna kill Dognuts because he can also range them with cannon.
yeah. I don't think Link's needs to be worrying about AFKing at all, so might as well.
Yeah, so you could do that as well, I guess. If you, yeah. But yeah, that's we don't really know that much about Slay right now, and it will change. It will probably change in not so long anyway. So who cares? But so do you like the current Slay metagame or?
No, I wish it wasn't crowded.
Yeah, that's probably the worst thing. Like blood wells and hellhounds,
I kind of want to
especially.
wait until like there's some kind of fix to how other people can't really affect your XP rates.
Yeah, I would agree.
Otherwise, I don't really want to do Slayer. It'd just be my better average XP, and it's something that could realistically happen in the long run.
It's not even that it would be a bit fast XP per hour, but it's just that it would be. It's just so annoying, having to
Yeah,
hop and then maybe some retards crash you and stuff. So yeah, I wouldn't like that. I'm not gonna do Slay in a very long time anyway, so it'll probably be significantly different once I start doing it, if I'm gonna do it at all. I'm guessing you are also gonna wait to do it for.
yep. I'm waiting until like actually I feel like a skill is gonna come out where you need to do Slayer to prep for that skill. Like an example would be summoning, but like
Yeah,
not summoning like maybe like the similar concept,
yeah,
like where you have to gather charms or you have to get some kind of supply through Slayer.
yeah. That could also happen. That would be that would be very
That would
annoying.
destroy the meta.
Yeah,
That would destroy anybody who did Tuner Slayer.
exactly. So it's a big risk to share now, efficiency wise. Let's see. Oh, agility. Yeah. Agility. The So what's happened with Brimhaven lately? Could you explain?
Don't do it.
Yeah, it's
Just don't do
I
it.
think it's only a little bit faster per hour, and it's like,
Not even. I don't think you average better than Artie, from what I've heard.
oh, okay,
I think you average like low 60s, like a little bit below Artie.
yeah. So yeah, it is an option, I guess. If you hate Arlie, then you could do Brimhaven if you really want to. It's not that bad. That's pretty much it. Artie is slightly more efficient and more consistent.
And then there's Dorg for all the special snowflakes out there, if you want to do that as well. It's like decent XP. It's a pretty
Yeah.
comparable to Artie.
You could also use a render for summoners.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't be a special snowflake then, would you?
You, Brad would respect you at least. But yeah, Dorg also isn't that bad of an alternative to Artie if you want to do that. So
Yeah.
it's not too bad. And it's a pretty fun course. I kind of like it. You could also imbue with it. It's yeah. I'm gonna do Artie though personally. Not sure when I'm gonna get to. I'm not sure when I'm gonna go for 2 minute agility. We'll see. What about you?
No plans anytime soon. Because I want to do fishing before agility anyway.
Hmm.
And I don't plan on doing fishing pretty soon.
Oh yeah, and of course, what he talked about is the most efficient multi-scaling uh, to do with agility would be super eating, and then get like 100 mil smithing or something like that.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
and you will also get a lot of magic XP, and You could also use the store. I guess you could also do the currency store uh, while the lap
I don't know
animation
if I'll
is.
be able to do it though because I don't know if I can run 3 clients at once. But we'll see.
Okay. Yeah, that's the meta game for agility anyway. And then Herblore we could talk about. Uh, so I,
Oh, you love talking about this.
oh
You can
yeah,
go
I
ahead.
love Herblore. Yeah, I got 50 mil Herblore at the moment, and the only reason I got 50 mil Herblore is because of antivenoms. Yeah, antivenoms. I love antivenoms. They are extremely click intensive. The only problem with it is that it's hard to get supplies and do a lot of XP straight. So it's kind of like you have to hop back and it's kind of like a skill hopping skill, I guess. A lot of people, if you want to do it straight, you can just do a lot of different potions, but that would be technically inefficient. The cheapest method is super combat potions. That's a little bit over 300k XP per hour, I believe. And yeah, by the way, anti-venoms can be, well, realistically, if you do it manually, you could get like 700k per hour. Uh, with the HK, you could get a lot more. Although that I would never do that personally. That's just ruins it, I would say. Um, and yeah, but both.
You can use HK for banking.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But I mean, that wouldn't increase that much. And yeah, so it's 700k per hour, and nothing else comes even close to that. So, and it right now it's like 6 GP per XP or something. It does vary though. Uh, just the best, the cheapest op portion to do also varies a lot. So, but what is gonna stay true for a while at least is that anti-venoms are the fastest XP per hour. Um, yeah. Do you have anything? Do you have anything to add on Herblore?
No, I don't. You pretty much covered that.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do more Herblore by the way. I think for sure. I like anti-venoms.
Yeah, I'll probably just
Mm.
do it as a daily. Like probably like after I'm finished mining. I might have enough money to start doing herblore as a daily.
I see.
Like few hours a day of supplies wherever I get.
Okay, and then yeah, thieving. Thieving is fun.
Pyramid plunder.
Yeah, you could also do
Dude,
blackjacking.
blackjacking's slower, but it's more fun, I guess, for some people.
It's also
You make more money from blackjacking as well.
it's also best for Iron Man to do blackjacking. But
Yeah.
for main accounts, it's best to do um, four man pyramid plunder, or I get most people do.
You wouldn't. 4-man pyramid plunder is not realistic though.
Yeah, most people just do duo. So with
And the duo is probably your if you want to do it with somebody, duo is your most realistic option. But you probably won't do most of your XP through duo anyway,
I
because you won't always have somebody.
yep, I did most of my teaming XP with solo. Also did some duo though, but that was like because nobody did teaming straight when I did it, so there were only like some friends that were going for like not teaming because they were maxing, and then they did it with me kind of thing, you know.
Yep.
And I also imbued while teaming. I believe that's efficient. Oh, you can also alk. I guess that's probably a bit better.
Yeah, I'm not going to imbue or alk well because I just get tuner mill magic through other skills.
Okay.
Runecrafting Slayer and agility.
Yeah. Um, so that's pretty much thieving, just pyramid plunder all the way. Yes. Okay.
If you want to be lazy, you can do Arty Knights.
Yeah, there's sort of a few people that have done that now. Cat King even did that, and a few others. The tuner mill. That's I believe that's around 240k XP. So it's
Like 250k.
yeah, it's like 15% worse than pyramid plunder. But yeah, that's just a lazy AFK method. Or it's not AFK, you know, in terms of high action PM. But for those that don't know, you can just spam click on it for the most part. The other night.
Are you going to do Desert Diary? Well, I guess you have to do Desert Diary 3 anyway, but yeah, you get 6 charges for your scepter. Oh, you're already done with TV, never mind.
Yeah,
You're already done with
I
that.
did thieving a really
But yeah.
long time ago. back in like February of 2014, I did the most thieving. I think I did a really good week record, 20 hours a day. There 36.4 mil, and pretty much I think almost all of that was with solo. And my day record was also with solo, and that was a very satisfying week to do. And in general, I really like doing thieving. When do you think you will be doing thieving, by the way?
Might do it right after mining. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
Contemplating.
you've done some thieving, right? So far.
Yeah.
Uh, you like it's like a pretty relaxing skill as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, then. Oh yeah. Crafting. Why are you sleeping right now? Oh, no. Crafting. All right. Yeah. Most people do air battle stuffs at the moment. That's a. Oh, come on! Don't be sleeping now. We're making a video, dude.
Ugh.
Yeah, we don't like
Can we
crafting.
not talk about this skill? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of crafting either. I really hope they add a click it as the option, because the only way to do crafting at least efficiently right now is AFKing it, either through uh, battle styles or black DI'd bodies if you have a lot of money. And
Thank God for alts. No, crafting would be so hard for me.
well, I mean, battle styles are still like 340k XP per hour, so
Yeah.
it's pretty fast either way. It's just a shitty skill, to be honest. So we'll just go to the next one. Fletching, yeah, that's I like it. It's zero time now because of bolts and darts. At least
Yeah.
that's the most optimal. A lot of people bank stand darts just because it's so fast XP per hour, but it's very inefficient to do that. You're basically just wasting all the time. Um,
If you're not going for tournament all, I guess fair enough.
well, even so, I find it fun to multi-skill fletching anyways. Even
Yeah.
Acid Soul isn't going for tournament all, and it's still multi-skilling fletching. I like I like doing broad balls because it's cheap. You either go even or you make money for doing broad balls. So that's why I'm doing it. It's very slow though, but at the same time it's zero time anyway, well, technically at least. Um,
Yeah. Well, it's
yeah, you probably waste like realistically, you probably waste a little bit of XP multi-scaling, but it's more fun though anyway, so I like it. Uh, the A lot of people do darts while multi-scaling. That's not a bad option either, because if you're using alts, I guess you would, since you have to do more work on your main account, you can't. I guess you can't outscape as efficiently or make as much money on the side. So maybe it would be better to darts in that case. Yeah. What do you think?
I'll just be doing addy darts through Slayer. That's about it. Pretty easy skill to do dartscape while doing. Or it's a pretty easy skill to multi-skill with. I won't be doing it with agility because I'll be doing superheating, so I can't do darts.
Hmm.
Slayer's my next best option. I wish I could do it while crafting.
You can fletch with thieving too, by the way, like we just talked about. And you could also fletch with
Yeah,
mining and other skills, but you know, I don't think I will mine. I don't think I will fletch with mining. I think I'll just do
I think I'd
imbue.
waste more XP with thieving and mining.
Hmm.
I think I'd make more mistakes with thieving. Mining just out of the question. That's way too hard to do.
I see. Well, that's fletching. I think you both like it, even though it's zero time, right? Or do you like it?
Yeah, I like the fact that you can multi-skill it.
Hmm. Okay, and then Slave we talked about. Oh yeah, Hunter. So Hunters, Hunters. There's no doubt about what the most efficient method is. It's obviously black chins. A lot of people, well, because it's the most XP per hour, and it's also the most GP per hour, so it's definitely most efficient. And but a lot of people do red chins as well, because only because they find PK is really annoying, although it's technically less efficient.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You just covered that. Oh yeah, you can do tar and herb with the hunter as well.
Yeah, you can tick manipulate it now, so it's over 20k XP per hour, right? If you do the black
Yeah,
chins, or
it's like around 200k.
okay. And with red chins, if you do it in the private area, how much is red chins then?
180k.
I see. Yeah, so reds aren't really a bad second option if you are hate PKers. Are you tired or what?
Oh, I was just yawning. Sorry. No, I'm not tired.
Okay. Yeah, Hunter. I like Hunter. I haven't tried the tick manipulation methods, obviously. I got to number Hunter in February of 2015. And
Yeah, same.
yeah, what will you do for? Oh yeah. Oh, I'm so stupid. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you already done it, obviously.
Yeah,
Uh, did you like doing it to the Hunter?
yeah, I liked it. I went for a week record and got a decent week and a day record and a 6 hour and number 2 month and made a lot. I made like 800 mil cash.
18, yeah, I also made about 18 mil.
But you can make a lot more nowadays because prices are a lot higher.
Yep, so that's nice as well. It's yeah, it's also kind of overpowered, in a way. Yep, and then you can also multi-skill by the way, obviously. Uh, I think
Yeah, I imbued.
it would be very good to
Oh.
fletch with Hunter. I think, especially when you have to wait a bit for the traps. Sometimes you have sometimes all of them are open and you can't. You just have to wait for a chance to go there, and in that small period of time, you can fletch. And you could also do arcing or imbue if you want to. And then let's see. Uh, range that's part of Slayer, so prayer.
Prayer, I mean, Dragon Bones, like 600k an hour. If you have over more money than you need for turn them all, then do Dag Bones, which is like over a mil XP an hour, I think.
Um,
You do that at Gilded Altar, your own house. You can use an alt to light the burners if you want. PvP world,
yeah, my prey XP.
very click intensive.
I did my prey XP with Dragon Bones and at PvP worlds, just going to Camelot and banking there at the chests. That's what I did. I'm not sure. Is that still the best banking method or what?
Cammy chest, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Um, yeah. I also think it's better. It's also like less lag, I believe, in PvP worlds. That's good. And yeah, I really like training prey. I want to go for Tunimir at some point. I think it's a very fun skill. It's certainly has a lot of skill to it. Uh, I don't think anybody will ever do a perfect hour of prey. At least not without some overpowered HK script. Do you think you will like prey?
I rage quit during prayer when I was going for an axe. I was using fix. This was before after size ball. I was using fix without zoom, so it was like, and I wasn't using HK at the time. So and I buried like 5 bones in a row, and I just logged off. Took a 2 hour nap in the middle of the day.
Oh yeah, that was one thing that was a bit annoying. Is that sometimes I bury the bone, so instead of using them on the altar.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, I also heard it's efficient now to you get like something from while doing Slayer now.
Oh yeah, bone crusher. Yeah.
Yeah, Bone Crusher, and it's also those. Don't you also get Prey XP from some other recent update, or am I wrong?
Do you?
Like, you just spawn a monster and then you kill it, and then
Oh yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, reanimate.
reanimation, yeah. Is that
But you wouldn't do that. So
alright?
unless if you're not using an alt, that's actually efficient to do, I think.
Is Bone Crusher efficient without with an alt or?
Without an alt, yeah, it's efficient. With an alt, it is as well. I'm pretty sure. I have like 1.2 million charges ready for Slayer whenever I do it.
Nice.
Gain like 2 mil per XP just getting the charges.
Okay, magic, magic is just 0 times scale. We already talked about how we're gonna do magic, so I don't think we need to say that much else about it, do we?
No, just that it's multi-skillable, so you shouldn't have to do like barraging
Hmm.
or like string jewelry or anything, any crap like that.
There are some people that have done barraging on the top page because they are lazy, but it's
Yeah,
very inefficient to do so. Um, and then, hmm, rune crafting, that's a nice skill. Uh,
yeah,
although it's just because of outscape, it's debatable what the best method is. The most optimal would probably just do lavas. It
yep.
even soul runes are they're a lot faster than soul runes even. Most people just do soul runes because it's AFK, but lava runes are really good, and you also get magic XP. Although I guess that's not as uh, sorry, irrelevant. I guess it's not as relevant the magic XP. But yeah, it's what is relevant about it though is that I think lavas are very fun, and you don't have to buy BKers, and I hate the AFK aspect of Sorens. There's no way I will do Sorens. So, do you think you will enjoy Tunamir crafting if you're gonna do lavas?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like rune crafting.
Yep. It's a lovely skill. And then the last skill that we're gonna talk about is construction. The most fastest XP per hour with construction is technically thrones. Uh, but that's obviously unrealistic. It costs like 20 bill or something ridiculous for 200 mil, or maybe even more.
Even more than that, it's like 150 bill.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so nobody's gonna do that obviously. Uh, but then the second best is I think it's to buy some beamplings, because you get like big bones and long bones. I mean not big bones, we get like long bones and things like that. That you can also get from Slade. And they give like 1000 construction XP and a little bit of GP. You have to trade them in the Dorgish Khan town that I don't remember. Dorgish Rune, I mean.
I actually never heard of that, like buying zombie movements. That's interesting.
Yep, that's actually it's really fast. It's like over 1 million XP per hour.
I might, I might buy some like really cheap then. What's the GP for XP?
I have no idea. It's probably pretty expensive. But I knew about that just from a really old video about if that a friend made of it, I think. But that was really long time ago. I don't think that many top pages know about that actually, so that might be new for even them. Yeah, but I don't know how expensive it will be. Probably very expensive, especially if some more people do it. Uh, and yeah, and then the third best, most XP per hour is Mahogany's, which probably most people are gonna do. So yeah, are you gonna do I presume you're gonna do Mahogany's.
Yeah.
I think I'll do Mahogany's as well. They aren't really that expensive, and they are easier than Oak Doors. Not as fun as Oak Doors, but they are still pretty fun, I would say. It's very click intensive as well. So yeah, would you say like construction? I'm looking forward to it if I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I like construction.
Yeah.
It's a shame that it's not that long.
Yeah, true. I did all my construction XP with Oak Doors and teak the teak wardrobes, I think it was called, because it was cheaper at the time. But yeah, those are the two methods I've done. I like them both a lot. And I think I also did a really good Oak Door hour. It was like 460k or close to that. I don't quite remember how. But I'm looking forward to my construction anyway. I'm probably gonna do Magnus, and yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Um, yeah, maybe we should just now we've gone through all the skills and talked about them all. Um, should we add any other topic? I think we have gone through everything now. I'm just
Um,
looking at the
like like,
notepad.
oh, how long have you been doing this for?
Oh, 1 hour and 40 minutes now.
Okay, yeah.
Mm.
I mean, we can do like a part two to that if you want. There's like a lot of topics that we haven't covered. Like who is gonna get to enroll? Is it skill order?
Oh yeah, yeah, we haven't talked about
Uh,
skill order. That's right. Yeah, we talked a little bit about it though, like indirectly. We talked about how the the Bibles will probably stay stagnant, and therefore a lot of people would say that it's more efficient to do because it's more likely that to them that slow skills will get devalued, which is a logical approach to it. But at the same time, we talked a little bit about the chance of the tick manipulation methods of getting nerfed. Although I don't think agility or rune crafting will get nerfed, or will even get better. So that's yeah. So what do you think? Do you have any? I guess it's all speculation at the end of the day.
it
Uh,
is, yeah. But I mean, the traditional and logical approach is that faster skills get devalued the least.
yeah.
But I mean, there's also like a prediction aspect to it. Like if you're smart and you know about the game, and you know what updates could come to the game, you can predict on a more advanced level what skills you should do first.
Yeah, like there's if someone that didn't know that how the tick manipulation methods work, then they would still say that it would be obvious, you know. But now that we know why they work and how they could get changed so easily, then it gets a bit more complicated than that. That's just my view on
Yeah.
it. And yeah, I wanna do. I'm definitely gonna gathering skills first, and if if they were obviously because I enjoy them, but also the fact that if they do get devalued, I mean, if they do get nerfed, then they will become a lot less enjoyable, and also it will also be less realistic to get to them at all.
Oh, sorry about that, my dog.
Yeah, it's okay.
But I personally don't want to do buyables first because I don't really have much capital, and I don't want to have to go through the whole buy and selling every like 10 minutes to do a buyable. It's like
Oh
such low
yeah, it's
capital.
annoying.
10 minutes is an exaggeration, but
Yeah, of course.
it's annoying to have to always use a GE. So I want to use it as minimally as possible. So I want to do click intensive skills first because right now I'm motivated to do them, and I might not be motivated to do them in the future. So I think the skill order really depends on the person and like what your preferences are.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like if you want to take an objective approach, then just do what Link's Titan's doing. He's
Well,
pretty much got the skill order down.
except Slayer. I don't think Slayer is.
Yeah, Slayer is a very
Yeah.
sketchy one to do,
Yeah, it's
but
I would say it's very risky at the very least, but I'd say it's almost guaranteed I will get updates. So it's probably better to do like wicketing for him now or something like that. Uh,
yeah.
but yeah, mm, and also like even if the gathering skills won't get nerfed, or even if you know it won't get nerfed, then it's still I will still want to lose. Like it will still be more enjoyable anyway, so it doesn't really matter, at least to me. So it's good either way. To me, like it doesn't matter if it gets devalued, but it does matter if it gets valued, I guess. Or I mean, if it get nerfed, obviously. So both. So I guess I'm good either way. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah, I try to plan it out as best as I can.
yeah,
Yes, I don't think mining's gonna really tank that much more in terms of hours lost. Like most of what's gonna happen to mining has pretty much been done. The only thing they can really do is release another rock that you can get faster XP on, but I don't know if they'll do that.
They said that they don't really want to add higher XP per hour
People
metals.
want to AFK it anyway, so
Yeah, but now you have module mining now, so
yeah.
and they don't really know it to need it to be higher XP per hour, because
There's no niche that needs to be filled with mining, so there's
yeah,
no need for an update.
yeah. The same with rune crafting is why I don't think rune crafting will be devalued that much, just because they have so runes now, and people
I
don't
think
need an XP.
runecraft and robes still can come into the game though. That's why I'm a
Yeah.
little hesitant on runecrafting.
Well, they do have rune crafting robes in RuneScape 3, and
Yeah,
I don't remember, but I don't think it gives an. I don't remember. I don't remember, but
it does. It gives 2.5%,
okay, yeah,
just like any other skill and outfit.
yeah. It's just it's been
I
so long
think that's
since
what
I.
it does.
Huh?
I think it's what it does. I might be wrong actually. I don't know. I might actually be wrong on that.
I think you're. I think
Maybe it
you're
gives some
wrong.
kind of
I think it was
maybe
something
it gives some
else.
kind of perk.
Yeah, it was some kind of perk.
I think maybe it was like extra runes per craft or something, like extra runes per essence. If you're like, if there's a chance of extra runes or something like that,
He,
which did increase your XP, but
it was some kind of perk. I'm pretty sure. Because I did
yeah.
have it and I did use it, but I'm pretty sure it didn't give me extra XP. But it's been so long now anyway. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, AFK rune crafting option is already here now, so people aren't really bothered by that now. It's actually very popular to train now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, skill order.
Last topic we have is who's gonna get tournament law.
Oh, who's gonna get through now? Link's Titan, of course, is gonna be the most likely candidate for Terminal, and I think everyone will agree with that.
Most likely,
Yeah.
Ma- Cab King, man. Cab
Oh
King.
yeah, yeah,
He's the most likely to get it.
Cap King. And then Chance Music is the second most
Trance,
likely.
Vestfold, and Razor.
On the third, no, I don't think Race will get it. His only goal is to numerate Bibles. He does
Really?
some agility, but that's just to make money because he outskip a bit. Yeah,
He doesn't want to do gatherers.
yeah, he doesn't. At least not
Hmm.
right now. I'm pretty sure like he might have changed his opinion, so that's just what I heard. So I think Chance Music is the second most likely person to get terminal, and he will have a lot more time play than Lynx at that. So he will be the second one, I guess, if they both get terminal. And he does play a lot.
Yeah.
He doesn't have school, or I guess apparently he
Yeah,
has.
he does.
Yeah, apparently he studies like online through online courses,
Yeah.
computer science and
Both him
something
and
like
Lynx
that.
do.
And yeah, and then I guess I'm probably the third most likely at this right now. Although, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's definitely a very addicting game and like skilling, so I'm also quite efficient. So yeah, I'm definitely a candidate at least. And then the fourth most likely, I'm not really sure.
Sens?
Yeah, I guess Scott Wilson sense or something like that. I don't know.
No, not Scott Wilson, but Sens. Scott Wilson's just a burnout.
Okay, yeah, I haven't been following it that much. Yeah, I guess sense is
Malt Lickies, maybe? I don't know.
yeah, he's very lazy though, so he's gonna take his time. But I don't know. That's also speculation, just like skill ordering. So yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want just want to stop now? It's like the video's almost 2 hours now, so
Yeah, I think we've talked about everything, so we can wrap it up.
yep. So hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry for playing bad. I'll probably make a 1 hour video of me executing sometime. That will be a lot better, obviously. uh, just when I say that, I start misclicking like hell. Yeah, I haven't been doing that many hours of woodcutting. Like obviously I have a lot of woodcutting XP, but relative when I made a fishing video, I'd done a lot more hours of that than woodcutting, so I'm not that used to trying to focus on making a video while shooting woodcutting. That's why. But I guess most people probably don't focus that much on the gameplay anyway. Um, yeah. So, do you have anything to say before we end, AJ?
Well, AJ signing out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, we didn't say AJ is the like kind of the new prime minister of Solus now.
Oh yeah, I guess. I don't know. That's old news, but okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
I run this bitch.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. So
All right, see you guys later.